Good morning, grade 2. I know that the first recording, it wasn't good, so I thought that I need to record it again for all of you. So let's do Mr. Tannen's tie trouble. As every day, I want you to just look at the high frequency word to know them very well. We will have dictation for them next week. Account, budget, chuckle, disappointed, fund, received, repeated, staring. The word account means a record of money saved and spent. The word budget means an amount of money set for spending. And I want you, while we are reading, to watch those words in the context. Chuckle, laugh, and giggle. Disappointed, it means displeased or unhappy. Fund, money to be used for a special purpose. Received, accepted or taken. Repeated, said again. Staring, look intently. Now, our learning outcomes for today are: I can identify and describe setting, characters, and plot. I can make inferences and predictions. I can make a summary for the text. What problems do you have in your life? I want you to ask yourself. Every day we have problems, so we could try to face it and solve it. Also, I want to talk with you about the story structure. The story structure is a fiction story. Follow a plan. That we should have a character, setting, and plot. If we talk about Ben 10, who are the main character in the cartoon? The Ben 10 and his family. What is the setting? Where are they? What is the main problem for Ben 10? So let's watch this video to know more about the story structure. This video is from internet.
Homework. Today at school, my teacher started talking about elements of story, and I can't seem to remember what they all are. Is there any way you could help me? Elements of Hey Sarah, are you busy? I need help with my homework. Today at school, my teacher started talking about elements of story, and I can't seem to remember what they all are. Is there any way you could help me?
Oh, sure, Max. I can help you. I remember when I was in the 2nd grade, Mrs. Akers taught me the elements of a story. She taught us a song she found on YouTube. I'm sure you won't forget them after I share it with you.
Setting is
Thanks, Sarah. I can't wait to share the song with my friends tomorrow at school. I know I won't forget the elements of the story now.
Wait, just to make sure you understand, the characters are who the story is about, like people or animals. The setting is where the story takes place, like in a house, car, or in a land far, far away. The beginning is what happens first in the story. The middle part of the story is often where the problem starts. By the end of the story, the solution to the problem is solved. I hope this helped you better understand the elements.
So I hope that this video was helping for all of you to know more about story element. Now we will talk about the characters, people, animal, or other creatures in the story. Every story should contain characters. Also, every story happen in a place and a definite time. So this is the setting for the story. What about the plot? Plot in any story is the main problem that the whole characters are doing. So the problem, the important events, how they can solve this problem is the plot. Problems are things that happen to the main character that changes their life and story. By the end of the story, we should infer and predict what will happen. What is the story title for us? It's Mr. Tannen's Tide Problem. Who is the author? By Marianne Coco Lafleur. I want you to know that our story genre is realistic fiction, and realistic fiction means that this story could happen in real life, but it's not real. As you read, you can look for the characters and setting. Okay? Our essential question, how can helping others make you feel good? Now it's our reading time to read the story. Mr. Tannen's Trouble by Marianne Coco Lafleur. Mr. Tannen loves being the principal of the Lyndhurst School. He also loves ties. In fact, he has almost 1,000 crazy ties. When Mr. Tannen returned from winter vacation, he received a call from Mr. Apple. I want you to ask yourself, what does it mean by the word received? Yes, I can hear you. The word received means get. Mr. Apple told him that because many things at the school had to be fixed, there wasn't enough money left for a new playground. So what was the main problem here in the story? That they want to do a new playground. Yes. And there is a money? No, there isn't any money to do it. So Mr. Tannen tried to find money to do the playground. Do you think Mr. Tannen will help himself to do it? Yes, I believe it. Mr. Tannen really hung up the phone and chased out the broken down playground. He heard a clink clank. He looked up and see Kylie and Alexa. Kylie and Alexa, they are the little girls in the picture. What did they do? They're lugging a big jar filled with money. This is their saving jar. They are saving money inside it. They have $148.29. Wow! Do you think it's enough money to raise a playground? No, but Mr. Tannen was so happy. Why? Because they bring for him their saving money to help their school. After school, Mr. Tannen sat in his office staring at the jar. He sighed. Now I am in real pickle. This is not enough money for a playground. The kids will be so disappointed. Mr. Apple's words floated around in his head. See here, these are the floated thoughts. Mr. Apple said what to Mr. Tannen? I wish our account was full as your tie closet because he has a lot of ties. He wished that they have money as much as the Mr. Tannen has ties. Hmm, as full as my tie closet. Wow, I have an idea. Now, Mr. Tannen has an idea. He will sell the whole ties to have a new playground for his school. Wow, it's a good idea. Mr. Tannen, the next day, the entire town was plastered with signs. Wow, what does the signs means? The signs was for an occasion. What's the meaning of occasion? Occasion, it's like a big place that you will buy in it a lot of things. Usually it is all things. Usually it is what? All things. And they are buying it for the best amount. So if I have an old book, I will say, wow, can you come to buy my book? Okay, so Ahmed will give me 50. Mustafa will give me 60. Noura will give me 70. So Noura will get it. Mr. Tannen's tie caution, Saturday, it was at 7 at the Lyndhurst School. A tie for any occasion, he said. All ties must go. Now it's our time for practice and have questions. What problem does Mr. Tannen have? There isn't enough money to build the playground. Why isn't there enough? Why isn't there enough money? Because all the money was spent fixing other things in school. What kind of fund might you like to start at your school? I would like to start a new library fund because we need new books. What do you think Mr. Tannen mean by being in a real pickle? Having a problem. Okay. How does the illustration of words above Mr. Tannen's head relate to what is going on in the story? Mr. Tannen is remembering Mr. Apple's words, so they are floating around in his head. What is Mr. Tannen's plan for the playground fund? He plans to sell his toys to raise money for the new playground. How can you tell? I can read the sign that says Mr. Tannen's tie caution. Now it's your time for your exit ticket. Who is Mr. Tannen and what does he like to collect? Why is Mr. Tannen feeling sad? What is the money in the jar is for? Now I want you to say goodbye for me. And I want you to tell me how can you could help your school. Try to give me a small paragraph to write about it. Thank you, my dear friends. If you like my lesson, can you give me the green face? If you didn't like, give me the red one. And this is the link for your daily reading. You should read the story every day, or you have here a audio for the whole story. You can listen to it. Thank you for your listening. According to Mirzano, I'm waiting for your Mirzano evaluation. Give me from 1 to 4 and goodbye, my dear friends.